Hello, everybody, and welcome to Too Sweet to Delete, the brand new channel that's devoted to comic books, video games, wrestling, and the like. We're here actually to do a review on the upcoming WWE UK Championship Tournament. It's a 16-man tournament. We're just going to run through a few of the guys and then give you our picks because we haven't seen the brackets yet, so we don't know how the matchups are even going to be. But this has been a long time coming here. There's a lot of history of good British wrestlers that have come through the WWE. Talk about the Dynamite Kid. The British Bulldog, Lord Regal, all those guys were so great. There's some familiar names in this tournament. We've got guys like Danny Burch, who was in NXT, did the honors to James Storm and Kevin Owens, so he's a great, reliable worker if he was in that picture, even though he kind of did, like I said, he did the honors for him. Mandrews from TNA, which is a little bit of a surprise because we all know how Vince feels about TNA guys, even though we've had Samoa Joe and Bobby Roode kind of at the top lately. And, of course, AJ, former Mr. TNA, now the champion. So, like I said, there's 16 guys. We're just going to probably pick 2 each because, like we said, we haven't seen the bracket. So, here with some of my good friends, this is Jasonthedingo. He has come and provided us with some better equipment. If you've seen some of our earlier videos, you didn't even know what we looked like. So great to have him here. You can follow him on Twitch. What is your handle? Just
Jasonthedingo.
Jasonthedingo. Gurkalicious here back with us again. We have the founding father of the Wilbur Club, which is where we are actually filming the Too Sweet to Delete content. So
don't forget about Ken Moore in the back.
Ken Moore is in the background, our hot water heater standing. He's got a kayfabe persona. So just to start out, I was going to give my first 2 picks and let you guys kind of take over. My 2 picks are recognizable names. They're both from WCPW, which is probably the most familiar wrestling internet company in the world right now. It's a British company. You've seen Cody Rhodes has wrestled there. Alberto Patron had his first match outside of WWE there. There's been some. They've had some big matches. So I have Pete Dunne, the bruiserweight. He is got like a pretty boy gimmick a little bit, but he's a real stiff guy. He's got a lot of experience. And of course, I have to go with Joseph Connors, probably the toughest guy in the tournament. He's a real good-looking guy. He's got the long hair, but he's missing the top part of his left ear that he lost in a wrestling match. So this is a guy that is dedicated. He's just coming off a really awesome feud with Drew Galloway, who is, another big-time name. He's unfortunately not in the tournament. He wants nothing to do with WWE, probably. And yeah, who could blame him after that kind of treatment? But just going off the 2 familiar names, I'm going to have to sell out and just go with those 2 guys. My friends here are here to give their picks. So let's start with the Dingo. Who do you got?
I'm going with Jordan Devlin.
Who you're going to pick? Look at the list.
We got a Finn Balor trained wrestler from the UK with amateur wrestling background. That's completely unheard of over there. They like to play games with their feet. And then I'm going to go also with Tucker, another Finn Balor trained wrestler. Look for big things from these guys.
Yeah, interesting thing about Tucker is this is his first appearance after a 10-month layoff on a knee injury, and he's more of he's like a high flyer, right?
Yeah, and you got to look for that super kick.
Super kick finisher. This is what's weird. A lot of the guys in the tournament, like for example, Danny Burch, my guy Joseph Connors, Pete Dunne, they all have a DDT finisher. So, and there's a couple other guys in the tournament that have a DDT finisher. So it's interesting to see a more traditional super kick. And, we are all Too Sweet to Delete. We love a good super kick.
Woo!
Love a good super kick party. All right. So, sorry, we forgot the founder.
One more. Thank you.
Gurkalicious, please give us your 2 picks.
I'm going with T-Bone. And my picks are straight off of the visuals. I slacked on my pimping. And I did not go ahead and do research. I just went straight off a visual. T-Bone, that dude looks dirty. He looks great. It's a unique look to him. I'm gonna go with him. And then Huxley.
Saxon Huxley.
Saxon Huxley is my original pick to take it all. Just based off looks alone.
This guy's got a great look. Great WWE look.
The Dingo went ahead and took somebody with a super kick finisher. If I would have read up on it and done some research,
that way you would have stolen him away.
I would have took that dude and be like, yeah, I got him.
Swipe.
Oh shoot! It's a shoot. This has officially turned into a shoot. Welcome to the Shooter's Corner.
Hidden agenda, jokes, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go with T-Bone and I'm gonna go ahead with Huxley.
Did that really do that?
Yeah, and we're still filming here.
Here we are.
And
Still live. Screensaver came up and tricked us all.
Yeah, like I'm a familiar guy with. Familiar guy. I'm a familiar guy, guys.
He's very familiar.
But I'm familiar with Connors, and so of course when I saw his name on the list, I was gonna go with Connors. But since we're familiar with him, I didn't want to grab him. But I'm gonna go ahead and stick to my guns and take T-Bone and Huxley in this.
Huxley's a really interesting guy too, because obviously I think you can tell I'm the one that did all the notes here. But you can go on to the WWE UK tournament page. They have a short bio on these guys, but no in-ring content or anything. So if you want to see some of their work, it's a little bit harder to find, but most of them are on YouTube. Like I said, WCPW, very popular, so you can see most of the top guys. But sorry, back to Huxley. He's the tallest guy in the tournament, and he's only 6'3". And saying only 6'3", which is, it's not a short guy by any means, but the British style of wrestling is a little bit more technical, so you're going to see a little bit smaller guys, very stiff style, not necessarily these big giant behemoths that you've seen in WWE over the years. And if, the two most popular UK stars over the last few years, other than, like, say, Finn Balor, would be, like Sheamus and Wade Barrett, who are both just giant guys.
Huge.
So Saxton's not a huge guy, but he has this whole great gimmick with the dreadlocks, and he meditates, and he's like super zen-like in the ring, and he is also trained by Lance Storm and Brian Kendrick. So, two legends, two guys that definitely well known for their in-ring work. So hopefully, he showcases a little bit of that.
We have Pops back here looking at his notes, so in a minute he's going to go ahead and give us his picks.
I'm going to go with Roy Johnson, nicknamed the Body Guy.
He's the Body Guy.
Wrestling for 2 years.
He's wavy.
He's a wavy guy, not
wavy.
technical, but he's very strong. And Wolfgang, former ICW wrestler, deceptively agile and brutal grinder.
Yes, Wolfgang is actually a Scottish wrestler, so this showcases the entire UK. We've got Northern Ireland, we've got regular Ireland, I guess. We've got England, we've got UK, and we've got Scotland all involved in this tournament. And Wolfgang is a former champion, as we said, in ICW Insane Championship Wrestling. I hate to say it, but he's a little bit similar to Big Damo, but not as big. And if you're not familiar with Big Damo, he just debuted in NXT. He came from WCPW, so that's why he's not in the tournament picture, because they've already brought him into the fold. So other stuff, have you guys seen the belt?
Beautiful belt.
I haven't seen the belt.
I just uploaded it onto WWE 2K17 for my kid to play with. And he was all like, "Why are you getting this belt?" I'm like, "Do you see how pretty this is? Like, it's the prettiest belt in WWE
it's
right now."
Very cool. You've got in the middle, we've got a great logo, the WWE logo, and like a royal lion.
Oh, okay.
Fighting with it's like a stag or like it's like it looks like a coat of arms with the WWE emblem. Very cool, which is something that's surprising because they've been changing the belts around a little bit.
It does not look fruit roll up like.
It does not look like Eva Marie's chastity belt.
Which
all
I would
red,
love
everything.
To see. I mean, even if I'm not getting it, I would love to see Eva Marie's chastity belt.
There's in line with the rest of us.
So, other than that, what took the WWE so long to reach out to that British demographic? Because it has been growing and growing. It's right there with New Japan. It's probably like the foremost watched wrestling. I mean, there's so many lucha organizations. People love Lucha Underground. They love CMML. They love all the old school. But it seems like WCPW and that insane fight wrestling where you see Grado and all those guys. That is just really, really coming along.
I honestly believe it's the whole WWE not wanting to do a territory thing. And from what was told to WCPW was that the guys that are involved with the tournament are not going to have any limitations to, if they get the belt, they can do a territorial thing. However, I heard that might be different. I heard that may have been just to please the audience or something. So it may have been like these guys may be contracted.
You're walking right into a con, walking into a trap. Typical Triple H,
and
man.
This is
the cerebral assassin.
What I think I read up on, so. We'll
he thinks he read up on that.
There's a lot of nights where
this man is wearing a onesie, drinking a beer in a cold garage. So I mean, we don't quite know what's happening. Holiday onesie after the first is excellent.
I don't care. It's cold. There's no heater going on today.
It is a 16-man tournament that starts on January 14th. and the champion will be declared on the 15th.
Now, is this pre-taped, or are we going to get to see this live?
I'm not sure. They said they have a preview coming for Raw, which is going to be Monday, and by the time this video is posted, it will be Monday. So
yeah,
there will be a promo during the Raw that's going to showcase, I guess, a few of the competitors, going to showcase the signing of the tournament, the prestige of it. Another interesting thing, sorry to get back off track, but Nigel McGuinness, the amateur shooter, stiff, one of the top technical wrestlers in the history, ROH legend, one of those top guys. He's doing the commentary.
Yeah.
So this should be interesting.
And that's a big thing with Nigel, because Nigel originally was, I guess, in talks to go to WWE, but like I guess he has some injuries and stuff. So like
it's very similar to what happened with Daniel Bryan, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson.
He can go, from what I've seen, what I've heard. This guy can go. So it's pretty good that they brought in Nigel finally, and at least he's going to do some commentary for everybody.
Yes.
And we're going to enjoy that.
He's a gem. This is a guy that has a total knowledge of all the moves these guys are going to be doing. Like I said, you're probably going to see a little bit of aerial stuff. There's, like I said, there's a few stiff guys in there. Danny Burch is very stiff. Pete Dunne is the bruiserweight. You've got Trent Seven that's also in there, and he's the king of British strong style. So that's going to be interesting to see. And then there's also these technical wizards come out there and really tie you up, kind of similar to like, you know, Zack Sabre Jr. or Daniel Bryan, one of those submission guys that just tears you up. So it should be entertaining. Like I said, it's a long time coming.
Yeah.
We will have reviews on the tournament for both days. We'll talk about how we feel about the champion. We'll talk about how we feel about the matches. But for right now, guess we'll just leave you at that. This is just a little preview.
We have our picks. That's pretty much what we wanted
Jordan
to get
Devlin,
out.
man.
Hold us to our picks. Like we said, we did pick
taking it.
Again, we picked two each because we have not seen the bracket yet. It's very similar to what they did with the Cruiserweight Classic.
My fighters going to fight each other.
First round,
yeah.
They're going to put the two guys from the same gym.
Yeah.
Same two guys from the same gym. Together. Double count out. Yeah, they're just gone. The Duggan special. Shout out to OSW Review for the Duggan special, the double count out, if you guys don't know. But yeah, we'll leave you with that. Please hold us to our picks. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell us who do you think is going to win. Tell us what do you think about the tournament, the belt, everything that we kind of covered.
And what do you think of Girk's onesie?
What do you think of this guy's onesie?
Look at this, the bad boy. Oh, and I have to pee. I'll fucking... Ooh, I was sorry.
Swear jar.
Swear jar.
All right.
We almost made it, and we thought it was going to be this guy probably that was going to do it.
Most likely.
So, again, please like, comment, subscribe. Go check us out on Facebook. We are under the Wilbur Club page, but that is also Too Sweet to Delete deal. We're at Too Sweet to Delete on YouTube. Jasonthedingo at Twitch. Gurkalicious on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you guys again. Please stay too sweet. Do not get deleted.